Today, in this video, I'll be going through a game-by-game analysis of Caleb Williams' stats and seeing, is he really overhated? Now, I am a Bears fan, and I'm going to try to be as unbiased as I can, but I also have a little bit of insight into these games because I did watch them. First game, we got Tennessee. Before I go over the stats, I'm going to say Caleb was not good this game. We won 24-17. But that was due to a special teams blocked kick and a defense pick six. Caleb went 14 for 29, completing under 50% of his passes, 0 touchdowns, 0 picks. It was a very sloppy first game. He had high expectations, but me being a rational Bears fan, I knew that he's a rookie quarterback. He's not going to be sensational his first outing, at least for the most part. No, he didn't have a good game against Tennessee, but we get the win with the defense and special teams coming through. Then we go on to play the Texans Sunday night. Now this was a lot worse. His completion rate was better. He went 23 for 37, which is 62.2%, which is not great, but it's better than last time. He had 0 touchdowns and 2 picks. So, if we're being honest, from just looking in, Caleb Williams is having a bad year. There's really no denying that, but, it's only his first 2 NFL games. There's no need to panic yet. And then we go to the Colts. We're 1-1, and we lose. 1-2. Well, we're 1-2. Now, this is worse than it seems like it was. He threw 363 yards, 63.5% completion, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. He had 2 great long balls to Rome Odunze. He did kind of a freebie touchdown to Cole Kmet, but he was showing really good flashes this game. He did one interception. I do remember he threw it way late to the sideline where, that's an ugly interception. Not good. And up to this point, he had 2 touchdowns and 4 picks. This was not looking great for us. We're 1-2. We go on to the Rams. He goes 17 for 23, which is a 73.9% completion, 157 passing yards, a touchdown, no picks. In this game, he really showed that he can manage a game. We won 24-18, and he didn't need to do anything game-changing. We're now 2-2, going on to play the Panthers. We end up winning 36-10. He goes 20 for 29, 304 passing yards, 69% completion, 2 touchdowns, no picks. He looked absolutely great now. The Bears are 3-2. We have a winning record. He's showing a lot better promise, even though if it's against a bad team in Carolina. And we have high hopes. We go on to play Jacksonville. We win 35-16. This is, I say, his best NFL game. He went 23 for 29. He had 226 passing yards, 79.3% completion, 4 touchdowns, and 1 pick. Now, that one interception, it was a deep ball to DJ Moore, and he just didn't put enough velocity under it. It could have been a touchdown. That was just one issue. Then we go on to the Washington game. Look, we should have won this game. He went 10 for 24. Not good. 131 passing yards, 0 touchdowns, 0 picks. So, yeah, not a good outing. But he led one drive. That could have been a game-winning drive where Doug Kramer fumbled the ball in the red zone. Then he led another drive where we actually scored a touchdown. He led 2 game-winning drives in the fourth quarter, and we ended up losing off a Hail Mary. We could have won 22-18 even if they completed the Hail Mary, because we had a touchdown that was fumbled away by Doug Kramer, and we just had the regular touchdown that he led. He led 2 game-winning drives, and we still lost. People look at the stats from this game Caleb played a bad game. He wasn't good. He led 2 game-winning drives. One of them obviously got fumbled away, and the other one was, it was scored. The Hail Mary just ruined it. Then we go on to Arizona, and if I'm being honest, I probably watched 3/4 of the 4 out of this. We looked horrible. Now, this was his worst game. He went 22 for 41, 217 passer yards, or 50% completion, no touchdowns, no picks. Not a good game by means, but, it wasn't like the Houston game. So, now the crumble, we are 4-4 up to this point. We go to New England. Wow, this was a horrible loss. I remember I couldn't watch 2 quarters of this, I think. Lost 19-3. The offense couldn't get anything going. He went 16 for 30, 53.3% completion, and 0 touchdowns with 0 picks. This game was dreadful to watch for like the 2 quarters I watched it. Oh my gosh. And I actually almost planned to go to this game for like a tailgate, but holy cow, I think I said it. Then we go to Green Bay, where we lost 20-19 because of a blocked field goal. He went 23 for 31, 231 passing yards, 0 touchdowns, 0 picks. And you're seeing a trend here. In the last 4 games, he's thrown 0 picks. Great. But he's also thrown 0 touchdowns. It's like, all right, come on. Up to this point, he has 8 passing touchdowns and 4 picks. And finally, we go to Minnesota. He has a good game. 32 for 47, 340 passing yards, 2 touchdowns, no picks. That's actually a phenomenal game. We lose 30-27 in overtime, and by this point, you know the season's over. After we lost off that Washington Hail Mary, the season was over. DJ Moore checked out halfway through the season. You could tell. Then we go to Detroit. He has another good game. 20 for 39, 256 passing yards, 3 touchdowns, no picks. We lose 23-20. Because the no timeout, infamous. I'm pretty sure Matt Eberflus, we played 49ers. Matt Eberflus got fired that week, I'm pretty sure. He has a good game, 17 for 23, 134 yards, 2 touchdowns. But that was stat padding, I could tell. I didn't watch a lot of this game because we lost 38-13. A lot of garbage time stats for the defense, probably playing prevent. He still had a good game, but no, not great. Minnesota, 18 for 31, 191, a touchdown, no picks. Another one of those games where he just got absolutely destroyed. It's just not great, man. Then we go to Detroit, where we lost 34-17. He went 26 for 40, 334 passing yards, 2 touchdowns, no picks. So up to this point, in the last 5 weeks, he has, let me cut this up, 10 pass touchdowns and no picks. And we've lost every single one of the game. Every single one of those games. Now, we could have won 3 of the 5 games. The Packers one we should have won when the blocked field goal happened. The Minnesota one in OT, we totally could have won. The offensively stalled out on the first drive. And then the Detroit one, where Matt Eberflus did not want to call a timeout. So, at this point, if you count in the Washington game as well, we really could have won. Our record probably could have been, let's see, 1-1 against the Texans, 1-0. Loss against Houston, 1-1. Loss to Indianapolis, 1-2. Win against LA, 2-2. Win against Carolina, 3-2. Win against Jacksonville, 4-2. Now, say we count out that game, Washington, with a win. We're 5-2. Now, even though I think we would have performed better if we had won the Washington game, I'm still going to say we lose to Arizona in New England. That makes us 5-4. We win Green Bay, 6-4. We win against Minnesota, 7-4. We win against Detroit, 8-4. And then say we lose to Sanford and Minnesota, that makes us 8-6. But we really could have been an 8-win team by this point. That Washington loss, the Green Bay loss, the Minnesota loss, the Detroit loss, those are horrible. Those are games that we easily could have at least tied up or won. Anyways, after that 30-12 loss to Minnesota, he goes to Detroit. I missed this game. 34-17 we lose. He went 26 for 40, 334, 2 touchdowns, no picks. He had a good game. Then we go to one of the worst games I've ever played and I've ever watched. And of course, it's a Thursday night football game because why not? We play Seattle and we lose 6-3, 16 for 28, 122 pass yards, 57.1% completion, 0 touchdowns, 1 pick. He pulled off some of the most insane plays I've ever seen to try and keep us in this game. And we lost. I'll try to throw it up on the screen. He had an insane passing touchdown to, I think, Rome Odunze in the end zone, right to the opposite side, like throwing, what did you say? He's rolling to the left, but he throws right. So it's like not his dominant side. He throws an insane touchdown to Rome Odunze. It gets called back, I think, for holding. And then he throws some crazy pass to DJ Moore running backwards, which I'll throw up on the screen, and he catches it. And we still end up losing that game. And finally, we go into Green Bay, 21 for 29, 148, one touchdown, no picks. Not a phenomenal game, but a good game. Enough to win. We won 24-22. And I'll throw it on the screen again. We tried everything in our power to lose that game. That DJ Moore fumble, I was like, wow, I'm really watching another loss to the Packers where we easily could have won. The last time it was a blocked field goal. This time it is a fumble by DJ Moore where the Packers recovered the ball. But no, really, when you're a Bears fan watching his games, yeah, Caleb Williams has his moments where he's not good. The Tennessee game, the Houston game, those two specifically. The Minnesota game where we lost 30-12, he had good stats, but we did not play that great. And then the Arizona and New England game where we got stomped out. The offense couldn't do anything. But there's also games where his stats don't look good, but we really could have won. This includes the Washington game and the Seattle game. Those are two games that we could have won, and his stats don't look good on paper. But, so really, my thought of Caleb Williams, just not as a Bears fan, just someone who watched him, is that he is an average quarterback at the moment. He's not below average. He's not above average. He's just average. Obviously, he has his growing pains. Maybe I'm overrating him a little bit, but I think he's just average. And I think he has potential to be one of the best in the league. And this is coming from a Bears fan who's trying to be unbiased here. But anyways, thank you for watching.